Hi Dad, what are we making today?
This is the sea bass I got from Costco. It's a very good fish, very tasty. So I'm going to today I'm going to do a steamed fish, not fry. So I put this after wash clean this fish. I put a little bit of cooking oil, a little bit of salt, not much. Let it sit for an hour also. So I'm going to dump this stuff first. Dump this cooking oil. If you don't have it, you don't need it. It's okay. So I'm going to cut. This is a very thick piece of fish. So I'm going to use a knife. Cut into. I mean, you don't have to cut it totally off. Just cut a few lines, or make it you put some stuff between the fish. Because the fish is very thick and big, so you put some thing to make it better. So you cut it, right?
Yeah.
So next step, you need to cut some ginger and green onion, right? No, it's not green onion. It's called what? Different names. So
Yeah, it's green onion.
Green onion. So the ginger you need to cut few pieces. Basically, you cut. I mean, you don't have to cut skin off. I like to cut the skin off this ginger, but you can cut like few slices, pieces. Just I'm gonna put this on the fish, make it less smelly. So also I need some green onion also. I use the green onion has two parts, right? I usually use the bottom part, the white part, put on the fish. That green part was left out, but I can use it later once the fish is cooked. Okay, I'll show you that part later. But for now, to show you how to put this on the fish. So cut like this. You don't have to cut this tiny, a little bit long. If this is a big green onion, I cut it half. If it's small piece, you don't have to cut it half. So now I remember I just cut the fish, the few pieces.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick both ginger and green onion between the fish like this. Okay. Then like make the flavor good. I mean, put this like one slice here. That's the reason I cut it apart. Okay. So that will take the fish smell away. So now putting a bowl. Okay. Near this bowl, you can put some few pieces more on the top of the fish. Okay. Then like this. Then we could start steam. I put a little bit of cooking oil. If you don't have that, I think that's okay. You can give yourself but basically not too much, a little bit of cooking oil. The reason is also try to take the fish smell away.
Okay.
That's it. Put a little bit of cooking oil. Then if you want, you don't have to put salt, but you want just salt, a little bit of salt, tiny bit of salt, a little bit of spice also. Don't have to, because the flavor I'm going to add in basically wait until we cook. Okay, now I'm going to do, put this, then little bit of cooking oil. You don't have to even have it, and a little bit of salt, and that definitely not much, little bit. So now we'll start going to steam the fish. I have this container, but I don't know if you guys have this, but some kind of container, right?
Yeah.
You put water into the container. Boil it. I think just enough water. Because you need to boil for about 10 minutes, so you need enough water to keep boiling for 10 minutes to grab. But start to boil this first. You see, I have a special thing. I don't know if you don't have it, if you have a deep boil is also okay. I have these things, We can put the bowl.
It's just a double boiler,
yeah,
right?
double boiling, yeah. But for now, you don't put the fish in until it starts boiling. Okay? The water starts boiling, so just either you don't want to be really boiling. The water boiling kind of ready to boiling is good. So remember, I had this bowl. So just put this bowl and the fish inside. Don't have anything. Just cover it. I think when the water is boiling, you start to count. Depend on how thick the fish. Usually around 10 minutes. Okay, if it's a very thick fish, maybe add 1 minute more, like 11 minutes. If it's thin, maybe 9 minutes easily. Okay. So now it's start boiling the fish. I can see. So now let's do this fish thick. So we do 11 minutes, and when it's done, we take it out. So now the fish, and while the fish is cooking, so we have to prepare some stuff. at the end we put on the fish. First the ginger, right? We cut a piece, a couple of pieces, maybe a piece or two. You cut this ginger, you cut the skin off because this one is not good cooked. So you make sure it's clean, it's well prepared. So you see this ginger, I cut the skin off. It's really inside of ginger. Cut slices. Try to as thin as possible. So make it like really thin cut. I mean slices like a string, but it's thick is also fine, not big deal. But just try to cut it really fine strings. So this is the ginger. I may cut a little too much. I don't think we don't need that much. So we just throw the ginger away. It's okay. So we save the ginger on the side. This is one part for the fish. That's the ginger. You see, very fine slices of ginger. Now we take some. Remember the green onion and left over for with the green part. So I'm gonna cut also like strings. It's kind of a lot. I don't really need that much, but you see, same thing. Cut it like very fine slices. Slice. Doesn't matter how much. If you like, you can more. If you don't, it doesn't matter. It's not for eating, just for the flavor. You also can eat it. It's actually pretty tasty. This green onion, once mixed with the fish, flavor is pretty good. You see that? A string of green onion, I think. Put on the side. There's extra more. Probably enough, but I'm just cutting it because since we have a lot, so we just cut it. You don't need that much if you don't have it. It's okay. Since I had a lot, so I have this time I have some pepper. You don't have to have pepper. Pepper is some people like pepper because it's kind of spicy, make it more tasty. Some people like spicy flavor. So this time I have this peppers. I'm going to use it. If you don't have it, you don't need it. Actually, remember the pepper, the sweet, the colorful pepper is fine. It's not spicy, but make it tasty too.
Yeah, you mean the bell peppers, right?
Bell pepper, yeah, it's very tasty. Make it flavorful.
Okay.
Pepper tasty too. But this is one is special. They have a little bit spicy. So I'm going to cut it like same thing as like like the ginger and the green onion, maybe ginger, green onion, and pepper. Okay, that's all. So now it's about 11 minutes because this fish is sick. So I let 11 minutes come off the heat. You don't need to heat anymore. Let's just look and see. When you cook, you steam it at the end like this. Basically, the fish is cooked. This is very sick. Let me try. Actually, the way I use chopsticks. If we can push through, means we're ready. So we can push through it, so it's ready. The next step, basically, we need to carefully take this fish out first. Something that's hot to be careful. Go out from this, okay? Then you need another plate, like a different plate. You need to take it. You don't need this gingers, the gingers in the fish to take them out. It's really not that good because already suppose this take the fish smell away. So we need, if you can, don't have to, but if you can, just take this fish, the onion, the ginger away. You put this fish into this plate. Be careful. With a towel or something, just make sure you don't put your hand. That's hot. I do this chopsticks gently push this plate. Okay. It's a very thick fish. Remember we had this prepare this ginger stuff. Now we put on top of the fish. So let's put this ginger first on top of the fish. Then put this green onion on top of this fish too. And lay up each other. This fish is very thick and very kind of small, so it's hard to pile them up. Remember that pepper, and we pile them up too. A little bit too much, but I think that's okay. That's too much, but that's okay. I will use that leftover oil for something else. So now with this, usually I put some. I have some special sauce, but if you don't have it, you can use this. This soy sauce is perfectly fine. We did it a few times before. It's also very tasty. Today I got some very special sauce, but it's okay. You don't need to use this. This is very hard to find.
Okay.
So I'm just push this around the fish. You can put it on the fish too. It's fine. But this looks like very thick. I never used this. I don't. I'm gonna try it. A little bit of the fish too. So let's wait until you try to heat the oil up. I mean, heat as I mean, the high temperature, the better. But just oil. I use olive oil. Any oil should be fine. Vegetable oil. You heat up things here. You can hear the sounds. You know, see that sound. Let's make the. Should be enough oil. I have too much oil left. I'm going to cook something else. So I think a little bit more. Is that this sound? It's really good. It's kind of in the meantime, cook a little bit of this stuff. So the fish is ready to eat. The picture looks very nice, right? So